Thank you.
You can't say it. Your arrangement say that. You know, I'll let you say it back.
Where else we go? Where else do we go?
Come on, boys, come on. Go on, Sev! Go on, Sevy! Janino for Leon. That is never a fucking book. Hey! Who's been all around you? Switch on in the space! Be in touch, Fraser! Be in the line! Be in the line! Not too fast, man! Not too fast! Offside! Offside!
Says he told that one more. That's
Wait up! Wait up! Sensibly! Ref, number 8, Lionel, number 8. That comes from the floor again. That comes from the floor again. Should we hit those areas? Big kid. Yes. Go back in the box. Go back in the box. Yes! Excellent! No, don't care! That's it! Yes, come on, Push up, Come Be tight! Be tight! One! Four! Sharp, make it! And sharp, make it!
Good delivery. Good delivery.
Yes! Well done, Martin! Right! Score! Too easy! Switch on, Jay! From the catch!
Gordon, a 1-0 win, you've been very pleased with that?
Aye, obviously pleased with the result. I think first half performance was good. Second half, Troon came right back into it. It was a tough second half for us, but he's delighted to get the points.
You've had a very good start to the season this season. It must be sitting up there. Right, I've not seen the table from today, obviously yet, but you must be sitting right up there. Must be pleased.
Aye, I think I spoke to the players about that. I just said that to Davey, our guy there, that continuing last season's momentum, we never lost a game last season, so I'd said to him, let's try and continue that on. We started with a couple of draws, but we've now started to turn that into 3 points, and we know at some point we'll lose some games, but it's just trying to keep that momentum going as long as you can, especially with all the midweeks. It's just a tough schedule.
Exactly, it's as you say, Saturday, Wednesday for about 5 or 6 weeks at the start of the season. It's all about chalking up the points.
That's it, and I think with the Wednesday games, you'll probably be the same yourselves. Sometimes you don't know who's available, or those guys are scrambling for work, so it changes your team, it potentially changes your game plan. So I think when it is Wednesday, Saturday, as you said, for 12 games, it's rack up as many points as you can, really.
You had a fantastic support down here today, that must have helped.
Aye, it does. It's a big difference having them back. You'll be the same yourselves. Last season, it's effectively closed doors games.
Yeah.
And some things with that work for you, some are against you, and it's just we're glad to have them back.
Great, well, 3 points today. Congratulations, well done.
Thanks a lot, all the best.
All right, Jimmy. Do you know a 1-0 defeat today against Clydebank, but maybe a tight one in the end, Jimmy?
Yeah, with it being a defeat, Dino's back at camera. But no seriousness, it's just so disappointing because I don't think the players gave enough to it, and the game drifted away from them. And then when they did start to put it in, it's too late. They've settled into the game, they've got their shape really well set, and we are just chasing it at that point. I think, in fairness, Frizz has put in a cracking ball towards the end there, which Ben should put in the net. He's probably just stretching a bit more, and you'll see it in the video more clearly. And undoubtedly a Stonewall penalty at the end.
Do you know how do you feel the game went?
I thought it was dreadful. To watch. I think Clydebank done a job on us. I've watched 3 of their games this week, and the boys are well aware of it. They've done similar to Cumnock last week, scored too early and then controlled the game by winning fouls and keeping possession well, and they've done it again today, and we get sucked in big time. We were too naive, and then as Jimmy absolutely says, when the game gets away from us, it's then that we look to try and get back in it, but it was all too little too late. I don't think we've done enough to threaten our goalkeeper. I think he had a terrific save for Darren one-on-one. It was brave, but all in all, it's the fine margins that we're not good enough in both boxes, and again, it's another goal for a set piece that we defend the initial corner well. We've had them well drilled, but you've got to hold your hands up sometimes, and as a player, and say that I've got to do more. You can prepare people as best as you can for set pieces, but I just think the Clydebank boys shows a bit more individual desire to go and put his head on it than what we do to defend it, and that's the difference.
And just a wee bit cleverer, possibly, certainly in the second half.
Aye, I do. I think we get outsmarted a wee bit. We get sucked in, which isn't like us, because we've been performing reasonably well. I actually thought it was a bit of a build-up, a bit of crescendo to today's game, and then that's why we're disappointed, because it's such a huge game for us today. They're a good crowd, good travelling support, and I just think that the game got away from us, and it's definitely one that's happening at the moment.
It's tough, obviously, with so many games in such a short period of time, Jimmy, but we're on to Wednesday against Cumbernauld. Chance to make amends?
Yeah, everybody in the league's in the same boat in that one. I think, for me, where the league haven't considered it properly is the impact on actual clubs. Forget players and coaches and all that for a second. It's clubs, it's resource, and trying to manage all of that. I think it's a difficult one for clubs to try and manage the resource of running a game. But on to the game on Wednesday night, and Dino's pointed out there, Dino's had them perfectly drilled for all the set pieces today, which they did defend in the main very well. But will be the same again for Wednesday. Dino will have them ready again when it comes down to the specifics. But I think generally our disappointment comes from the fact that 2 or 3, maybe even slightly more players who just didn't get up to the levels that we expect, and we don't expect people to do things that they can't do. That's the frustration. If they weren't good enough and they couldn't do it, they wouldn't be here. But they are, and they can, and when they don't, that's where it hurts.
We've obviously touched on it a couple of times. Do you know it's been a big rebuilding job in the summer? It does take time for them to get into the action. Is that an excuse, or is that?
Yeah, that's an excuse,
reason?
but it's not a valid one because every team's in the same boat, Richard. We've had plenty of time to work with them, plenty of time to get them drilled, and I don't look for excuses, but the team that we had on the pitch today is more than capable of going and winning that game. I think it's dead easy to look for excuses when you're not doing well, but there was nothing wrong with us showing that resilience, coming for 2-1 down the other night and turning it around, and 1-0 down and turning the game against Rob Ryan, it said the other night. So they looked collective then, they looked a group then, so I don't think that's a valid excuse for today. We still obviously be looking to get maybe 1, maybe 2 in, but it has been hard. Listen, we've spoke at length about this. It's been tough to get players in, and there has been a huge rebuild. But how many times after a defeat can we keep referring to the rebuild? You don't get time in this league, we don't have time, we don't have fixtures. We've just got to improve, and we've got to improve quickly.
A very difficult start though, Jimmy, very difficult start in terms of fixtures. We now are playing teams we maybe think are round about us for the rest of the season, so gives us an opportunity maybe?
Well, yeah and no. I think playing a team like Clydebank today, they actually they want you to play. They're happy for you to play, and that suits us. For me, that's again coming back to today's game, the disappointment where a team like Clydebank, if we move the ball the way we can, and when we did in spells, it works. That's the disappointment. Whereas when we go into these other games, it becomes a lot more physical. It becomes a lot more about the will to win, the desire, and that's the wee bit that I think we're missing at times just now. And so I don't see any easy games here at all. I think Rob Roy proved that on Wednesday. Yeah, we won 4-2, but it was still a tough game for the bulk of it. And well, we know Cumbernauld guys really well, and by all accounts, they've started strong. We've got quite a physical team, so it's going to be a hard game.
Well, fingers crossed on to Wednesday and a good crowd.
Yep.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Richard.
Darren, a 1-0 defeat, but a very narrow one if you look at the end of the second half.
Aye, disappointing, but I don't think we've done enough to get anything through the game. So I think we just need to work on things on Monday, and hopefully we'll sort these problems.
Dino and Jimmy were saying it's small problems that are causing the problem. We're looking good, the players are looking good in spells, and then we just another go from a set piece.
Aye, it's a bit frustrating. It's a couple like that now we've conceded, and it's never good, especially as a defender. You don't want to be conceding goals in the 6-yard box. But we're going to have to rectify the problems soon, I think.
A busy session on Monday night at training, perhaps. A few things to work on there.
Probably, and I think we'll just have to get these mistakes ironed out.
We've obviously got a brand new defence effectively this season. Dino said obviously earlier quite rightly that's no excuse, but it's obviously takes time for a new team to gel. How do you feel you guys are settling in? These mistakes aside,
I think we've been alright in spells, but as I say, it's never nice to lose goals like that. As a defender, you don't want to be losing silly cheap goals like that. But I don't think there's been a new defence that's any excuse. It's no good. They're no goals that we want to be conceding.
No, we've got to move on to a totally different game against Cumbernauld on Wednesday. Looks like they've had a good start to the season, very busy, very quick, very high on injury. Totally different game to play against.
Yep, it'll be another tough game, but hopefully we'll get in Monday and we'll work hard, and Wednesday's game will take care of itself.
That's it, we've got a great squad, a good morale in the dressing room as we can see, so hopefully that helps lift things on Wednesday.
Hopefully, everybody's settling in nicely. I think the older boys have been good with the boys that have just come in. It's going to take a wee bit of time to gel, but we're looking good in spells. But obviously we've not quite had the results that we really want, and at the end of the day, results are what matters, isn't it?
No, the frustration would be if we weren't playing well and then dropping points. We're playing well, so it's the next bit to come.
Yep. I think the results will get better. We will get better.
Exactly, starting Wednesday hopefully.
Hopefully.
Thanks very much, Dan. Cheers.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.